Hello dear amazing cucumber farmers. I greet you all. Where I'm just resting on my shop. It's already 12 o'clock. I always retire from the farm 12 o'clock to rest, do some consultancy, and go back to the farm. Yes. So today I want to talk about cucumber farming. Many people are asking questions that is cucumber farming profitable? What are the variety or the type of seeds that you advise me to plant? And what are the various processes that will take you to be able to make good profit in cucumber farming? So today I'll be talking about profitability, variety, that's a seed. I will also talk on pollination, I will talk on nutrition, and I will talk on management. So about profitability, cucumber farming is actually profitable. If you are a farmer or you are someone who doesn't have capital to invest, you can look at cucumber farming as a way to raise capital for your business. You may be interested in cryptocurrency, but now you don't have the amount to start trading. So you can take the little amount that you have, you invest into cucumber farming. In 60 days, you must have make all or make enough profit because you start harvesting depending on the variety after 40 days, and also depend on your climate. Now, let's talk about profitability. Indeed, cucumber farming is profitable. It's highly profitable. And that is why if you look around you, most people are engaged into cucumber farming because they know that it's profitable. They are making cash from it. Imagine that you invest and you're making cash in 40 days. Man, imagine that you invest or you saved 50,000 naira, 50,000 francs, 50 Ghana cedis in a bank. After 40 days, you won't make 50% of that profit as interest. No, it can't work like that. But with cucumber farming, if you learn the process, if you are consistent, should I even say consistent? If you learn the process, you will benefit from it. You can be doing any other job. You can be employed. Maybe you can be a lawyer, you could be a teacher, you could be a lecturer in a university, or you could be maybe a trader. You can see, look at cucumber farming as a side hustle. It's highly profitable. It's highly profitable. And that's why many people are also engaged into it. And one thing is that it's not complicated as with tomato, as with watermelon. So let's talk now about the variety. About the variety to plant. In Nigeria, most of the common variety there, we have the Q999, we have the African Giant, we have Darina, we have Murano. Those are the common F1 variety of seeds that you can easily lay your hands on. And all of them are good. They produces good fruit, good green quality skin fruit. And the other small variety, all these variety that I've just named, the African Giant, the Q999, the Darina, the Murano are all F1. And now we have the other variety, which are just normal. It could be F2, F3, but they are just normal. They are also present. We have Gringo, we have Poinsett, there are many of them. So, but always try to go to the farmer shop to find out which variety are present in the locality where you are doing your farming. Now, let me bring a technique that many people don't know. You engage into Murano or into African Giant or into Q99 or F1 because they are fast, they are resistant to disease, they have good yield, but you're forgetting that most are having female flowers which need to be pollinated. because they are dioecious. So they don't fertilize through self-pollination. So you need to pollinate them. So you need the female flowers to pollinate the female flowers. And so a secret that I have found out which is working perfectly is that you plant two per hole. Or if you want to plant one, you can plant one, then at the center you just plant any of the normal breed, which could be gringo or any F2, which is not F1. So the F2 will give more of the male flowers, while since the F1 is giving more of the female flowers, now the male flowers from the F1, from the gringo, that is the normal breed, which could be F2, now pollinates or help now to pollinate the too much flowers in the female, and with this you have many fruits. That's a secret that I'm just leading out. Now, and next is pollination. And the secret of pollination, just the previous that I've just said, planting F2 and F1 together. You could plant two per hole, one F1, one F2. That's what I do. People say that it's not good to plant one cucumber per hole, two cucumber per hole, but two is actually good. So the next, nutrition. Nutrition is very important when it comes to cucumber farming. If you feed your crops very well, you will have good yield. The thing is that when your crop are suffering or are nutrient deficient, they don't give you good results. They abort the flowers, the female flowers, which will in turn give you your fruit. So you need to make sure that you feed your cucumber very well. You feed fowl manure. You could decide you put fowl manure after 2 weeks. You put fowl manure, and you put fertilizer. After 3 weeks after germination, you put fertilizer, which then when it starts flowering, you put another set of fertilizer and buy foliar fertilizers and spray on them. They are organic fertilizers and they are both inorganic. So it depends on which you want to venture into. Nutrition is the highest thing. If you don't feed them well, they will abort. And one thing is calcium. Calcium at the level of flowering is very important because it prevents the crops or the fruits from drying off or from turning into yellow. So it makes them become turgid. Even if they are nutrient deficient or if nutrients are insufficient, it will remain. And once you harvest the bigger ones, 3 days after, it will start elongating. That's a big secret too that I've actually realized in cucumber farming. One thing is management, which is the last. Management. If you don't manage your cucumber farm very well, it won't be profitable. It won't pay you. Someone with 10 beds of cucumber can make a lot of cash, more than one with 50 beds of cucumber. Management is very important. Plant that the quantity that you can manage. If you know that you cannot manage enough placed, don't try. Plant that which you can manage and you will see the result. Like I say, depending on the species that you plant, at least with good farm management, at least not at most, you can make or you can harvest 8 fruits per a cucumber plant. At least you can. Management come in like trying to spray fungal disease, pruning the old leaves, manuring every after 2 weeks, softening the soil, making sure that there's water, making sure that insects are not coming to destroy the leaves, making sure that insects are not coming to sting the fruit, because once they sting the fruit, those are stinkers. Once they sting the fruit, this insect maggot into it, their eggs, which now develop into maggot, and people will not want to buy a cucumber in the market. The cucumber should be sold. Let me show you one that I've just kept from a customer who is coming to collect and go to the university area. So, as you can see, this is the normal breed. That is this F2. This is F2. This is F2. Yeah, some of the seeds up there. This is F2. This is F2, but it's actually producing. I've actually harvested enough and I'm still harvesting. So in Cameroon, I say this one 50 francs. 50 francs to those whom I know. Yes, I'm making it cheap, but I'm still making a cash out of it because actually there's good return. But now, this season, I'm already preparing to plant this one and a Murano, which is F1. I will plant the two together so that I will have big fruit and high yield, especially now in the rainy season. Yeah. So with that, I just want to say that cucumber farming is actually profitable. It's highly, highly profitable. If you're consistent, if you develop that mindset to win. So I want to say that if you need any mentorship, you can send me a message, you can PV me, and I will give you all the details that you need. There's a book that I've written on cucumber farming, the best cucumber farming guide. That's the title of that book. It's just 20,000 naira. In Cameroon currency, that's about 3,000 francs. Yes. If you buy that book, man, there's so many things that you will learn when it comes to cucumber farming. I mean, so many things that you will learn. Please get that book. Get that book. Get that book. Don't go and invest in your cucumber farm and start crying. The beginning starts with you knowing what to do. And the only way that you can actually know the best thing to do is to buy that book. I've actually practiced cucumber farming for 10 years since I was still small in high school. I've graduated from the university. I'm still undergoing my master program. Now I'm undergoing my research. I actually work on cucumber farm, and you see me shining is because I eat cucumber every day. Man, I have cucumber on my farm every day. Even it means for me to have only 2 beds, I have it. And I supply in the quarter to keep me in short of cash. That's to another way. So I want to say that venturing into cucumber farming is good farming. It's good for you. It's good for you. Please get that book. Get that book. Just message me or comment below how you can get the book, and I will direct you how you can get the book. And thank me later. I know what I'm saying. And thank me later. People have been testifying. People have been testifying. Love you, love you. Pots Garden. See you next time.